little fox.
He hurried toward the stairs, which were hidden in darkness. No one else lived in the rundown building, so there was no reason for Scrooge to expect to see anything there. However, tonight, he saw something moving on the stairs. Horses were pulling a hearse and galloping up the steps ahead of him. Scrooge groaned and closed his eyes for a moment.
I must have eaten some bad meat at dinner,
He thought.
The inn will hear my complaints tomorrow, Christmas or not!
He stomped up the stairs and into his apartment. Once again, he felt oddly worried. He checked each room to be sure he was alone. To his relief, there was nobody behind the sitting room sofa or under the bed. All the closets looked just as they should. Finally satisfied, he locked the door behind him. He changed into his slippers and bathrobe and sat down near the fire with a cup of tea. Dong, dong. He nearly dropped the cup when a bell rang out from behind him. Spinning around, he saw that the bell hanging in the corner was swinging back and forth. Back when the building had been one large house, the bell had been used to summon servants. But since Scrooge had no use for it, he had never heard it ring before. Suddenly, more bells began to ring. Scrooge felt a terrible dread.
First the door knocker, then the stairs, and now this? What on earth is going on?
He thought. All at once, the bells stopped. Then a loud clanking noise rose from somewhere below. It sounded as if someone was dragging heavy chains across the floor and up the stairs.
What's that awful sound?
Scrooge whispered. The clanking sound came closer. Soon it was right outside his door. Then, a dark figure slipped into the room. As the fire crackled and flamed higher, Scrooge could finally see his frightening visitor.
I know you!
Scrooge cried, dropping to the floor in shock.
You're Jacob Marley!
Scrooge could hardly believe his eyes. His former partner, Jacob Marley, stood there looking like a ghost, metal chains wrapped all around his transparent body.
What do you want from me, Marley?
Scrooge cried.
I want many things from you.
Marley's voice sounded exactly the same.
In life, I was your partner, Jacob Marley.
Yes?
Scrooge felt his legs wobble.
Can you sit down?
I can.
Let's both do it, then.
The two of them sat near the fire. Scrooge continued to stare at the ghost in disbelief. Marley cocked his head.
You don't believe in ghosts, Ebenezer, do you?
Not normally.
Scrooge said.
But tonight, so many strange things.
Why do you doubt your senses?
Marley demanded.
Because little things can affect your senses.
Scrooge said.
For example, you could be a hallucination caused by bad food I've eaten, like poorly cooked meat. Or whatever you are, you do remind me more of gravy than a grave.
Scrooge rarely made jokes, for he had little sense of humor. But he was trying to keep down his terror in any way he could. The ghost of Jacob Marley was disturbing him to his bones. The figure moaned and shook his chains loudly, clearly not amused. Scrooge held on tightly to his chair to prevent himself from fainting.
Dreadful creature! Why are you here?
Do you believe in me or not?
Marley demanded. Scrooge closed his eyes.
I do! You are here, so I must believe in you. But why have you come to me?
I wear these heavy chains which I made myself, link by link and yard by yard. They are the result of the poor choices I made while alive.
Marley glared at Scrooge with his awful eyes.
You have made the same choices, Ebenezer. You continue to make them.
Jacob,
Scrooge said.
this is terrifying! Say something that will comfort me!
I have no comfort to give.
Marley said.
I am doomed to drag these chains with me as a ghost. It's my punishment for a lifetime of selfishness, pettiness, and greed.
But you were always so good at business!
Scrooge said.
Business? Ha!
Marley scoffed.
Humans should have been my business. Charity, mercy, and kindness should have been my business. But listen to me closely, Ebenezer. My time with you is short. And I'm here to warn you that you have only one chance of escaping the same fate. Tonight, you will be haunted by 3 ghosts.
Scrooge gulped.
More ghosts? I think I'd rather just go to bed.
Without their visits, you are doomed to follow the same path that I walk. These ghosts will show you the way to save yourself. Expect the first one very soon. Goodbye, Ebenezer, and good luck.
Marley backed away, clanking his chains and moaning. Scrooge cowered as the ghost floated out through the window. After Marley was gone, Scrooge hurried to the window. Outside, the air was filled with phantoms floating here and there, moaning as they went. Every one of them wore chains like Marley's ghost. Scrooge went pale as he recognized some of his old business acquaintances. Turning away from the dreadful sight, he went to the door to make sure it was locked. Then, holding his head in his hands, he went into his bedroom. He climbed into bed and fell asleep instantly. Scrooge woke up some time later. It was very dark, and the church bell was ringing. Scrooge counted the bell's chimes, expecting them to stop, as they always did. But they continued on and on.
How strange!
Scrooge thought.
Am I dreaming?
At last, the chimes stopped, and a loud bong shook the walls. At the same moment, an eerie light filled the room. Scrooge's eyes opened wide at the sight of a figure standing beside his bed. The figure was a strange combination of a young child and an old man. Its hair was long and white, but its face was smooth, without the slightest wrinkle. It wore a white tunic and held a fresh green holly branch in one hand.
I suppose you're one of the ghosts that Marley told me about?
Scrooge's voice shook as he spoke.
I am.
The ghost's voice was soft and gentle.
Do you have a name?
Scrooge asked.
I am the ghost of Christmas past.
The spirit clasped Scrooge gently by the arm.